Buddhism later on went on to get itself divided into two groups. The first one is Mahayanis, and another is Hinayanis. And later on, the Mahayan again went on to get itself divided into Vigyanvad and Shunyavad, and Hinayan also got itself divided into Sautrantik and Vaibhashik. So we are going to discuss all these different schools and what exactly their philosophy is. So first we will talk about Mahayan, which got itself divided into two groups, that is Vigyanvad and Shunyavad. So according to Vigyanvad, is only the consciousness exists. The external world does not exist. So what exactly we do whenever we think that the external world actually exists? External world is nothing but it is some kind of superimposition of the consciousness that we have. So actually, how exactly these people actually, why these Vigyanvadi says that this external world does not exist? Because they actually says that they prove this on the basis of the dreams also, because they say that whenever you actually see any dream, then as long as you are in dream, then everything appears to be real. But the moment you get up, you come out of the dream, then everything will get contradicted. So this, according to the Vigyanvadi, this world is also like a dream. Then the second thing they say is that in the knowledge basically you are what exactly you are knowing. You are knowing in the knowledge, you are getting the knowledge of the process of knowledge. For example, if you are observing the blue color, then this blue color is basically is not outside. The idea of blue color is actually is coming in your consciousness, and what you think that this idea of blue color exists outside, but you are getting the knowledge of this idea of blue color. So that's why in the process of knowledge you get the knowledge of the process of the knowledge. So that's what they says. Then they say that whenever they also prove the fact that the external world does not exist on the basis of Sahupalam. Sahupalam means that you cannot separate blue from the consciousness of blue, because whenever you have a blue consciousness of blue, then you cannot separate blue from the consciousness of blue. So this is what actually they call it as a Sahupalam. Then they say that according to them, this soul is nothing but the collection of all the ideas and thoughts that are going on in your mind. So that is what they call it as a Alay Vigyan. So because they don't believe in the soul, they says that then this soul is nothing but it is knowledge. It is some kind of bundle of all the ideas that we have. Shunyavadi actually refute both external world as well as the internal world also, because Vigyanvadi says that the consciousness exists, but the external world does not exist. But Shunyavadi refute both external world as well as the internal world, because they say that whenever you think about anything, then you will actually have a lot of contradiction. For example, if you says that this any pot is a combination of the atoms, then these atoms are invisible. Then how exactly this pot, which is a combination of the atoms, became visible? It also should have been invisible, because it's a combination of invisible thing. Then they say that if this pot is just a combination of this invisible atom, then it should not have become visible. Then if this pot is more than exactly this combination of this atom, then what is the relationship between pot and this extra thing? So that's why the Lord, whenever you think about anything, then you get the contradiction. Then they say that if you think about the pot again, that if you think that it existed even before it came into being, then it is useless to say that it came into being, because it was already existing. And if you say it was not existing, then again you will get contradiction, that if nothing was existing, then how from the nothing something can something can come into reality. So this is another problem. That's why they say that if in the same manner, if you think about anything in this world, then you will get a contradiction, because you have 4 categories in which you can put any object of this world, and whenever you put in these 4 category, you always get contradiction. Like for example, these 4 categories is that it exists, then you will have a contradiction. If you say it does not exist, then also you will have a contradiction. If you say that it exists as well as it does not exist, then also you will have a contradiction. And if you say it exists, it is not true, and if it does not exist, that is also not true, then also you will have a problem. So that's why he says that if you put anything, any object of this world into this 4 category, then you will get a contradiction, because no object can be described. So that's why they say that this world is a ultimate reality, is a prapanchunya. Then but still they say that it does not mean that this ultimate reality is void, because whenever you are in samadhi, then you actually can have this experience of the ultimate reality. But the problem is that we cannot describe it. We have some kind of limitations. So that's why they say that everything, both external as well as internal, consciousness is a shunya, according to Shunyavad. Then they say that they also prove that this whole external world does not have any kind of its own nature or existence, because they prove the fact that the external world does not have its own nature on the basis of Niratmavad. They say in this world everything is changing every second, so nothing is permanent. When nothing is permanent, then how any object or anything can have its own nature, because nothing is permanent in this world. The second argument they give in order to prove the fact that this world is in this world nobody has its nature on the basis of pratit samutpad, because effect is everything is based upon its cause. If everything is based upon its cause, then when the cause will get destroyed, then the effect also is going to get destroyed. So when anything is dependent, then it can never ever have its own nature. So that's how they prove that not only just the external world, but as but internal world also is a void.